Hello everyone and welcome to Don't Be Bored. Today I'm joined by the designer of Mission Amazonia, a cooperative deck building game set around the deforestation of the Amazon rainforest. A heavy topic. But hello to Markus, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the game.
Hi, I'm Markus Lehmann, the designer of Mission Amazonia. I'm a geography teacher and I'm living with my family here in Switzerland. Yeah, I love playing board games, and a couple of years ago I started designing thematic games such as Mission Amazonia. In this game you work together as a team, so it's mainly a co-op game with a deck building mechanism.
So the exploitation of the Amazon rainforest, it's a fairly heavy topic. How have you captured that actually in the game?
I need to expand a little. The first chapter begins in the late 1980s in the Brazilian rainforest. You and your team must fulfill the 12 missions with your vehicles, your equipment and tools that you can purchase during the game. So you travel on realistic map through the states of Rondônia, Pará and Amazonas. So this is the basic, and throughout the game there are negative events and conflicts. This is probably the heavy part you were talking about. However, when you manage to win and complete a chapter, it gives you even more satisfaction because you have achieved it and solved it as a team. And in the final chapter, there is a hopeful outlook. It is set in the future, in the near future, where the Amazon rainforest has become a biosphere reserve, where indigenous people and all animals have their place. The player characters are all retired, but they get bored and begin participating in research on endangered animal species. Here you collect research points, and whoever has collected the most wins the game. This is the only competitive chapter, but it comes with a lighter theme and a positive perspective. So the ending is quite hopeful.
It's great to end on a positive note, and another positive thing is that the game seems to be really eco-friendly in terms of the production as well as using sustainable game materials. Could you talk a little bit about that and any potential challenges that it presented?
Sustainability, this is a common word these days. What we simply do is we use certified cardboard and wood. We try to keep the amount of plastic as low as possible. So there will be no plastic insert, and we will use paper bands for the cards to hold them together. And yeah, for our last game, Tanz der Bienen, we didn't use any plastic at all, not even shrink wrap or plastic bags. But in the end, we weren't satisfied with that because the paper bags in the game didn't last long, and this is not sustainable. There were also complaints about the paper glue that hold the game box together. It could hardly be removed from the box. So learning from this experience, we will include a few plastic bags, but otherwise we won't use any plastic in the game. For the carbon footprint, we tried to keep transportation routes short and direct, but I guess this is no masterpiece. Hopefully everyone is doing this.
Everyone doing their part is indeed important. Now, diving into the game, it sounds like there's tools and equipment such as satellites and drones that players are going to be able to utilise. So how do they work and what one's your favourite?
You start with 8 basic action cards, but you can buy more during the game, as is typical for deck building board games. So you draw 4 of these cards into your hand, and you can use them to move across the maps as efficiently as possible and reach the mission locations. If you then fulfill the requirements there, you can complete the mission. On the other hand, you can buy new tools and equipment that gives you more options. For example, with a powerboat, you can move 2 areas across the map instead of just 1 area. You can also buy a night vision device that gives you more courage to complete even more challenging missions, or with the walkie-talkie that allows you to move other characters on the map, provided they also have a walkie-talkie. or you can hire an additional team member, and so on. So there's a lot. But I guess for me, the additional team member is my favorite one because it's very powerful, but it costs a lot on the other hand, so it's not easy to get it.
I like the sound of all of those, especially the night vision goggles. Those sound especially cool. Now, one for upcoming designers, what's one thing that you've learned from the process of designing and developing Mission Amazonia that you could, what's one tip that you could give to new designers?
It makes work easier if you have a graphic designer, a good graphic designer, very close to your work, preferable in your team, where you can look over her shoulders or his shoulders, and that massively reduces the workload. That's my experience. And the other point is testing again, because this is crucial before you start prototyping and stuff.
And finally, where can people find out more about the game?
You can learn more about Mission Amazonia on Board Game Geek, on our website, and on our Instagram accounts. I guess you should find the links below. And if you're interested, you can sign up on the Kickstarter landing page. So then you will be informed as soon as the campaign starts in late October. So thank you and goodbye.
A huge thanks to Markus for coming on and answering these questions, and as mentioned, links will be in the description box downstairs so you can go and check out more about the game, and you can sign up to be notified when that Kickstarter campaign does go live. And well, until next time, have a fantastic day gaming.